Alright, welcome back everybody. Apologize for all the delays, but we are getting into the knife round between VexX Gaming and Rhythm. This is the lower bracket semifinals. Winner of this will play the loser of Mousespaz versus Lunatic. That's going on right now on Go RGN TV. This is the 2 channel. I believe I have a co-caster tonight. His name is Ninja. And Ninja, why don't you give yourself a little introduction?
Hey guys, this is Ninja. I'm actually color casting tonight here for VexX Gaming versus Rhythm. I am from Make War Not Love, recently CEVO P, and currently ESA Premier, and I will be giving you guys some insight from a player's point of view.
Alright, well it looks like right now the knife round is underway, and it's coming down to a 1v1 here. Stan and Robin duking it out, and VexX Gaming wins the knife round, which is huge. A lot of people, know that this is Nuke, very CT-sided map, so obviously VexX is going to opt for that CT side, and that could be the deciding factor in this match. You get that 12-3 start, and then it's all down to pistol round on T side.
Yeah, that was a crucial 1v1 knife right there. That really does have a huge impact, like you said, for this map, especially on DE Nuke. It'll be interesting to see what they do for a pistol strat here. I'm guessing maybe a quick outside with a lurker in lobby, or maybe a hard upper. We'll have to see.
Yeah, that's something you see a lot from most teams. Is they'll work that outside play and then either put someone on ramp and try and wrap hell, or someone in lobby and just kind of lurk. But we are just waiting for these players to ready up so we can get into that pistol round. I imagine that Rhythm is going over that pistol round strategy right now, as their last player is the one that we're waiting on. Now, if you missed the match earlier between VexX and Mythic, unfortunately Darky was having some problems with his internet. It was said that it was DDoS. We don't really know, but unfortunately he was not able to continue. So they picked up Toy, and Toy was not even a member of the CEVO roster until today. So they've paid his CEVO fees and got him connected, and so he's going to be subbing in for them in this game. So it'll be interesting to see how that affects their team play on T side. On CT side, it's sort of just pick a spot and don't let people past. But T side, it can be a lot different because this is such a CT-sided map. There's a lot of dynamic required. Nonetheless, we are getting into the pistol round here. I'm sure that VexX is a little fired up right now. They're probably a little frustrated with the last loss. They were picking up steam, and then that's when Darky got DDoSed, and of course the match just came to an end with them losing. So I'm sure they're a little frustrated, and I'm not sure if that's going to play in their favor or against them. Nonetheless, we do see the T's pushing towards ramp room early. We have 2 in lobby and 3 in radio, and it looks like they're going to be making a play possibly towards ramp.
Yeah, it looks like they're just doing a hold at the start, and they're just feeling it out and seeing where the CTs are set up.
Yeah, we do see Robin getting into ramp,
they've already through ramp,
and they're already dropping down, but it looks like the CT's wisely already down in lower. There's a man in toxic doors. That is Fox. And Zek and one more are in vents. Sit-off peek and vents gets dropped by Fobless. Fobless takes down Fox as well, who is in toxic waiting for that bomb plant. Nades rain out from vents. Stan drops 2 in Fobless and Assailant. Rick's taking down Toy. Robin dropping Zek. This is a chaotic pistol round, but it's all down to Stan Jesus here. He has the 2K on the round. He's going to have to get the ace if he wants to win this round for VexX. And he does have that USP. He pushes out. He's hiding behind Silo. He's trying to get those shots, but he can't find them. Rix does take him down with the headshot from his Glock. So Rhythm takes a very crucial pistol round here on Nuke.
Yeah, to be honest there, I'm actually shocked that he got that guy in toxic there. That was huge. As soon as he got that, they had the control, and they were peeking before the bomb was down, and then it was stuck to a 1v3, and they all knew where he was. It's actually interesting. He saw one near the window there, and he didn't even shoot him. He had a free kill there. Not sure what was going on. Maybe he got flustered.
Yeah, I mean, Fobless, definitely the clutch player of that round, stopping that man. I think it was Fox that was in toxic doors. He was poised to just at least stop the plant, maybe take another with him. Instead, he got nothing for his troubles. So we are going to see a full 5-7 buy. Now, this is new for me because until today, you probably would have seen a split with a P250 CZ and maybe a 5-7 or 2. Instead, because of the nerf to the CZ, a lot of players are just deciding not to use it because it's pretty much garbage right now. Nonetheless, Rhythm pushing outside. Sin takes down Sit-Off. Stan with that 5-7 does take down Robin, but he is traded out by Sin. Sin traded out by Zek, who pushes upstairs from Secret. He gets dropped by Rix, though, so it is a 3-on-2 right now. Toy and Fox versus Rick's Assailant and Fobless, and the P90s are real.
They all got P90s for a close-range map like this. That's actually smart.
I don't think I've seen that yet, a full P90 stack, but it seems to be working out for Rhythm as Rick's drops 2 there at the end, Toy and Fox. Rick's almost got taken down, 6 HP. Yeah, interesting.
That's the glory of the P90 is you can literally run around in a map that's close range like this, and you don't have to reload. So you can just keep doing 180, 180, 180, 360, and just you don't even have to get caught with your dick in your hand and reload. That's probably why they did it, to be honest. But I mean, nice try by the CTs, and like you said, the aspect of the CZs now is definitely playing a role here in this match.
Yeah, it's changed the dynamic of eco rounds entirely, so teams who previously just relied on the CZ and armor buy second round are going to be rethinking things. Unfortunately, with that patch dropping today, not many of these teams really had a chance to think about it properly. Nonetheless, though, we still see a lot of these teams sticking with the P90, and you can see it paying off as Robin jumps around on Ramp Room, taking down Fox over by Hell. And he just got gooshed instantly. Hard to survive the aim punch there.
Yeah,
Stand outside Hell, though, is in good position. If Robin tries to take ladder... Oh, he gets the dink, gets a second shot as well. Robin down to 20 HP, but he does manage to escape with a wonderful strafe jump around the corner. Bomb's still not planted, though. It's on the back of ramp, and Zek has spotted it out. Meanwhile, Rix takes down Sit-Off with the P90, and it's down to a 5-on-3 now. Assailant connecting onto Zek, and Rix drops Toy with the P90 headshot, so it's down to Stan Jesus here in a 1v5. He could get a kill or two, and he does. He drops Rix, who is down to 15 HP, and Robin is down to 20, so unfortunately the kill doesn't come in, as Sin using that Tech 9, aka the Rec 9, to drop Stan. And now I imagine you're going to see guns like the 5.7 and Tech 9 a lot more now.
Yeah, it seems like that's definitely going to be the case here. It's unfortunate, though, because I actually loved using this season in competitive play myself. But, you know, the change it needed to come, so I'm glad it actually came.
I almost think that it'll be buffed again, because right now it's nerfed to the point of just complete uselessness. The pullout time is ridiculous, but the recoil, or not the recoil, the fire rate plus the weakened damage, I mean, it seems like they just basically nerfed it on so many levels to make it almost useless. So I imagine we will see an update in probably a month or two when they try to buff it back up again. Nonetheless, we see the execute coming here outside for Rhythm. Smokes are out over Marshmallow. Assailants is boosted up on the silo. Spots a man out in garage, but doesn't connect on the shot. Zek is escaping, hiding behind that red box. Assailant's looking for the angle. Meanwhile, Toy is spamming away through that smoke, and he does drop Robin, Assailant, and Sin pretty low. Robin taken down by Fox, but Fox is traded out by Rix. Zek in garage does get taken down by the AWP of Assailant. So now it is a 4-on-3. Bomb making its way towards lower.
That was a solid outside take right there.
Pretty much a textbook execution. Smokes rain out, blocking off garage and cross. It makes it pretty hard for a CT to defend. All you really have is the ability to spam or boost onto the roof. Nonetheless, though, they're trying to get that bomb out, and Toy from ramp taking down Sin with some nice shooting. Takes down another in Rix. Assailant with that AWP, though, does drop Sit-Off. It's now a 2-on-2, and the nade rains in, taking Toy down to 4 HP. Stan, though, he knows exactly what's going on. They have 13 seconds left. He does not need to force this challenge here. He just needs to delay the plant if he can. And for some reason, he does decide to engage, and he drops Fobless, who is down to about 20 HP. Picks up the AWP of Assailant, so that's a nice save from him. But still a very expensive round, despite the win for Vex. You're going to see Toy with the FAMAS, multiple players not really able to commit to that full buy because it came down to a 1v1.
Yeah, that was actually a good readjust by the CTs, waiting for the Ts to make the move, and Toy, great positioning there. Looks like the terrorists, you know, they got kind of caught with their dick in their hand yet again, and I believe he peeked because there was 8 seconds left, so he knew he had a plan, so he could take the advantage of when he pulled out that bomb.
Yeah, I just wondered if he could have played it a little more passively, let that time tick away just a little bit longer, but nonetheless, he got the kill that was needed. And speaking of a kill that's needed, Assailant taking down Zek outside with that AWP. He's been dominant in this tournament with his AWP, and he's continuing that tonight as he took down one, boosted up on the silo. Rick's going for that spam on the windows. He doesn't connect, but he does get shot back. He's dropped down to 80 HP. Meanwhile, Stan Jesus taking down Fobless. That was over by Ramp Room. Right now, the T's not really committing to anything, just kind of playing it slow, waiting for smokes to fade. I believe it will eventually be a ramp take.
Oh, Fox is already pushed. He might be able to get one off guard here. Oh, he got spotted.
Oh, Fox with the swag in high. He's
he
going for the kill. Unfortunately, from that distance, you're not really guaranteed much with the swag. You pretty much got to hit that headshot. Nonetheless, Sin is down to 36 HP, so if he can get the kill here, that's huge. That's 900 bucks in his pocket. Meanwhile, Stan continues his dominance on ramp, taking down the Assailant and Robin. That's a 3K on the round for him. Toy around the corner is going to drop the bomb. That's Sin. 20 seconds left. They don't even have time for the plant, so Rix would be wise to save this op, and it looks like he's going to.
Surprised we'll get him after the time here. Oh.
And Toy does take him down, so that op will not get saved. And that's going to be bringing us into the first eco for Rhythm here.
That's the second time that they've had the entry pick on outside, and they've kind of just like fumbled almost and allowed the CTs to come back and regain numbers. And I think that they kind of got flustered there again, and they kind of went one by one at first, and then they kind of panic rushed there at the last minute. I think that they're going to have to get their stuff together, get a little more organized, especially since they have the firepower to get those entries.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that. Last round, they definitely had the gun advantage, AKs and AWPs versus some FAMASs, a Swag 7. They weren't exactly facing a strong buy. Nonetheless, the smoke is out here. Looks like they're going to be going for that quick ramp push into lower, get that bomb plant. Look at this, though. They're sitting in that smoke just waiting. And Fox finally spots one. That's Fabless, who tried to get down ramp, and I think he got lost in the smoke. Stan taking down another. That's Sin. There's a man behind the vents. We'll see if he can do some damage here economically for the T's. Assailant drops one. Robin drops another. Oh. So nice eco here from Rhythm. They did get the bomb plant and 2 kills. Zek and Fox were both dropped. So not exactly a neat round for Vex Gaming, but they do get the W here and take it to a tie score 3-3.
That was a good try by them, especially by Robin there. That was smart.
Yeah, they had great positioning, waiting for that plant to come down, and they knew that the CTs were going to drop down vents, so they just played it cool, got a couple kills. They knew exactly what they were there to do. They weren't there to win the round. They were there to get a couple kills, damage the economy of Vex as much as possible, and they did a pretty decent job. You can see Fox and Zek both completely broke after buying this round, and those were the 2 players that did die last round. Nonetheless, you see Rhythm stacking towards outside right now. There's a man on lobby. And he is dropped early. I believe that was Fox that took him down. So, Vex is starting off on the right foot here. They are stacking towards outside, and Zek finally spots Assailant out. That's a big loss. I did not see that shot.
Nice.
That's a big loss. As we said earlier, Assailant has been dominant with his AWP in this entire tournament. Multiple games I've seen him just doing some serious damage. Unfortunately, his damage.
Those entries, and that it just seems like now they've adjusted to their outside take and they're countering it beautifully.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what to expect from either of these teams on Nuke. We talked about it before the game. Stan taking down Sin, and it's down to a 5v2 right now. Zek is lit to 10, Fox down to 29. Rix does spot out Toy though, and Fabless jumps right into the fire. But it doesn't really matter. Rix now with 3K. He's doing some serious damage here, dropping Fox and Zek. So it's now a 2-on-2. Wow. Rix and Fabless versus Sidoff and Stan. But there's 20 seconds left. They're going to have to really rush to try and get a bomb plant. And it looks like Sidoff is in really good position to prevent that from happening.
Yeah, this is what keeps happening to them. Time runs out.
Yep, and Sidoff does take down Rix and Fabless, so a 2K at the end of the round there, securing things for Vex. But what we were going to get into saying there was it seems like we didn't really know what to expect from either team, because I've never seen this Vex lineup do much on Nuke, and this Rhythm lineup, I don't think I've seen them play Nuke at all. So we weren't really sure what to expect from either of these teams, and Nuke is not really a well-loved map, especially in North America. You see the European teams seem to really enjoy it, but in North America, most teams shy away from it because it's so one-sided, and they hate T-side. Like, it's basically, if you get T-side on Nuke, you pretty much write it off as a loss automatically for most teams. They're so frustrated with that. Meanwhile, though, Rhythm going for that just brute force push on ramp.
Molly, though.
That molly was perfectly placed. Still, though, Rhythm gets 2 kills here with their pistols. Toy and Sidoff are down. Zek picking up Fabless with the op shot. It's down to Assailant and Sin. Bomb was dropped over towards Hell, and Zek is holding down that angle strong. He should be able to prevent them from picking it up. He whiffs on the first shot, though. He's going to fall back, prevent the push, as Assailant did pick up an M4.
I was smart smoking that off. He was playing a really far angle there, and I don't know why. I think that was a bad angle by him.
Interesting bomb toss there by Assailant. I'm not sure if you saw that, but the bomb just flew through the air.
Fox is positioned perfectly. This is what keeps happening. They know where they are, they're positioned, they wait for them, and boom, bomb down.
This is something you'll see a lot with North American teams on Nuke. They take way too much time on Nuke. They play picks, and they try. It just doesn't work on this map. It's hard to play picks. You need to really go into a round knowing exactly what you're going to do and execute, because the way that the map plays out, a lot of times pushes just seem to take forever because you need so much cover from smoke, and you need to be very careful with how you peek. And eventually you get into the bomb site, and you're lucky if there's 30 seconds left.
Yeah, that's one thing I was going to tell you too. Rhythm is actually a rhythm-based team, like momentum-based, and right now they don't have that, so it's it's working against them.
We have seen them play before, and they played against Tempo, and that was a fun game, not to bust out the musical or rhythmic puns. But they did seem to be that type of team. Like once they started building that momentum, they were hard to stop.
Oh,
but
yeah.
in the opposite, if they didn't have the momentum, they had a really hard time getting anything going.
Rhythm is actually a team of 5 top fraggers from individual and main, and a couple of teams that made invite and then got removed. But it's like 5 fraggers essentially, so they're really momentum based. They go off those picks.
Yeah, from what I've seen of Rhythm, they really do play their aim pretty strongly. But Zek starting things out, dropping Assailant yet again. So Assailant is down. He can't be happy about that. Again, though, you can see 36 seconds left, and they're just now deciding they're going to push somewhere.
Yeah, they're kind of panicking, and like I said, taking way too long.
Vex is playing this perfectly. Robin drops Toy, but Fox takes down Sin, so the trade is there. Rick's taking down Fox, though, so it is a 3-on-3. Sidoff just holding this angle. Spots Foblis by the head, tags him, and I believe that helped to get the op kill. That's just that slight tag slowed him down just enough for Zek to take him down. Zek did get naded, but the final 2 kills do rain in for Vex. But Vex is playing this so well in that they're playing so passively that they're not allowing Rhythm to get the peaks, to get the entry kills that they want to get. And as a result, they're just sitting around waiting for the round to develop, and unfortunately that's not going to happen.
And that's what you got to do on Nuke. They're not over peaking, they're playing the sites, they're playing the angles, they're playing the bomb, and that's how a good team plays CT side Counter-Strike, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, something I remember about these guys, when if you look at their roster, a good percentage of them was former Mobility Gaming players. When I watched them play as Mobility Gaming, I never really thought, wow, these guys are amazing aimers, and that's not to say that they're bad. But what impressed me was their ability to execute strategies as a team, to play as a team. And that's what you're seeing right now, is they're very disciplined.
Oh, wow, look at Toy, look at Toy. He's already pushed. He already knows where they are, the information.
Yeah, Toy on the flank here, coming in behind Lobby. He's going to let them know that there's no one there.
They all know their ramp now.
Where's that bomb, though? Is that bomb in Squeaky? Are they going for a ninja here? Oh, Toy. Toy's going to let them know that they're all rotating back towards Lobby. This is just going to be a meat grinder here.
Yep.
Toy spots out another one. That's Robin. Sidoff drops 2. That's Sin and Foblis down. Assailant, the only one left standing, gets a kill with the Tech 9 onto Toy. He must have climbed up vents. But that was great play from Toy. That aggressive push outside. He's the ringer right now for them in this match, as Darky was
he missed the
having
jump
some
too.
INET issues.
Yeah, it was a good smoke too. Just like on the side for color casting, like that smoke, he actually forced him to go up there and made them come through a smoke and gave himself the advantage for that second kill there. That was a smart play by Toy.
Yeah, that smoke was perfectly landed. It just right on the edge, so that I believe it was Ricks came around the corner and he was still in the smoke, even though Toy had full vision of him. Stan Jesus does finish things out there, dropping Assailant. So it's 7-3, a pretty standard scoreline for Nuke right now.
Yep, and they lost that pistol, right?
Yeah, they lost pistol, so the only 3 rounds that Rhythm has gotten were pistol.
Yep.
So, I mean, you can see this is how CT-sided this map is, but there's been multiple rounds where Rhythm probably stood a better chance, and they just kind of they waited way too long. They didn't strike while the iron was hot. They got the pick, and they didn't do anything.
Hesitated, yep. You're right, exactly.
Right now, you see them boosting up onto Twinkie yet again. They seem to like this Twinkie boost. Sin taking down Fox. Toy trades out, though. Gets Assailant. Robin taking down Toy, and Foblis drops Stan Jesus, so it's a 4-on-2 here. We could be seeing the first round in 7 rounds going the way of Rhythm. It's all down to Zek and Sidoff. And Sidoff is falling back from ramp. I believe he sees that bomb going inner. And it looks like it's actually going to go secret down to lower.
Oh.
So Zach now in a 1v4. I'd be amazed if he decided to go for this. I know their economy looks good, but there's no reason to give them an op. He's sitting at 1650. He's pretty broke. So he might just try and get some extra frags.
He's already looking for him.
Nice shot from Zach to drop Robin. It's now a 1v3. He does swap out for that AK, and he's probably going to get dropped here.
Him. He doesn't know he's behind him.
Ooh, he almost takes down Sin. Drops him down to 18 HP, but Sin does manage to gun him down. Sin with the 3K on the round, the clutch player for Rhythm there. That's the first round we've seen from Rhythm in 7 rounds. So,
yep.
Again,
they stuck together. That was smart. They all went in together, and Sin got those picks. That's what they need to do. They need to stop sending one in. They need to go as a team, make those trades, take control of the bomb site. One person watches flank, set up like they did, and not hesitate like they were before.
Yeah, Nuke is very, very team-based. You can't play that solo player strategy, which you see a lot of these like frag-based, almost like pug-style teams. Meanwhile, Rhythm going for that strong push, just brute forcing out of Hut. And Sidoff and Toy are both down as Sin gets a 2K now, dropping Fox as well. So this is a wonderfully played round from Rhythm. Zach getting dropped by Assailant's op. It's all down to Stan Jesus with the FAMAS. And we were talking about teamwork and execution. That was it. I mean, they just completely ran out, overwhelmed the inside site. I don't think Vex was really prepared for that. And Stan has just a FAMAS and a couple nades. I don't know what he's going to do here.
He's going to save.
I think he would be wise to save. They're going to be coming up on an eco here. And 5 rounds is already really healthy for Rhythm because this is Nuke. And Nuke is just an absolute joke when it comes to how one-sided it is. It is interesting that recently we saw that today they re-released Train, and the reason that Train ever got worked on was because it was so CT-sided. Yet
yeah, I like
Nuke is never mentioned when it comes to the CT-sided maps needing a remake. People complain about Cobblestone and Overpass and Train, but Nuke somehow squeaks it in. I've never understood that one.
It's just a classic, and I feel like people they figured out ways on the new Nuke to get rounds on T-side like this. But like I was saying again, they didn't get flustered, they didn't stop, they went together, they all rushed up there. CT's kind of played that poorly. They should have mollied at the start to delay that early rush, and they kind of got punished for not doing that. And that's one thing that in competitive Counter-Strike you either want to smoke flash or molly for that quick upper rush to delay what just happened to them.
This is interesting. Stan must have found an op at the end of the round here, so he's got that angle on Hut. And he's just waiting for one to walk out into his shot. I don't think they're going to anticipate him having an op here. He should be able to find his shot. Oh, I can't tell if it's X-Ray playing tricks on me or if he can actually see that man there. But he did have a strong angle with that op. We'll see if that comes into play here. It probably will.
Oh,
he
Stan.
does.
They keep getting Assailant. That's crucial for them.
Yeah, dropping Assailant at the beginning of the round is really helping them out because that's their op down. And
Losing
while
all
other players
his
on the
1v1s.
team can op, losing the op on Nuke is big because it usually opens up ramp, it opens up outside.
Yeah, Assailant's losing those op battles and it's punishing them.
You do see the execution, though, coming for outside. I'd be surprised if Toy didn't try to push this smoke here.
Oh, wow.
Sidoff, though, with a nice headshot. And look at Toy. Toy's just getting cute in that smoke. He's playing peekaboo, but unfortunately he does get spotted out by Rix, who was on the roof. Oh, but Rix with the team nade. Gonna do some serious damage. Nonetheless, Robin drops Zek. It's a 3-on-3. Stan still has that op. Sidoff got one kill with his P250, but I think the round is gonna fall apart as Fox gets dropped by Fabla. Stan right now in heaven. He needs to peek
that.
Oh, he really needed to peek that bomb there. Unfortunately, he just didn't time it right, and he did get taken down by Rix.
That's unfortunate.
I thought he
they
could
played
stop
that wrong bomb site. They were all set up for the lower take, and Rhythm made the right choice, and they went to the other bomb site. So, I mean, that just went in favor of Rhythm, obviously, because they were all set up for that lower take, and they picked the wrong bomb site to defend.
And you can see here, here's Rhythm building up, like their name says, some rhythm.
Yeah,
exactly. They're finally building that momentum. It's like, Virtus Pro. We always talk about how Virtus Pro, like once they start winning rounds, watch out because they don't lose after that. Well, Rhythm right now has won 3 in a row, and it looks like they're starting off on the right foot here in round number 14 as Robin takes down Stan Jesus yet again. Stan, the only member on the team with the FAMAS. I believe he even had body armor, so he was pretty broke, but still one down for them. Fox does respond for the CTs, takes down Fabulous. It's a 4-on-4 right now. Assailant still with that AWP. He's been having a tough time this game. He's been getting dropped round after round. And look at Toy with the aggressive push on outside. Fortunately, it does not pay off. Sin does take him down. He was waiting for him, as Toy has been doing that multiple rounds now.
Yeah, they're setting up to counter that. Fox is taking a gamble here. This might actually pay off if that guy back lobby didn't hear that.
Wow.
Oh, he gets one. Yup. Sure did.
Ooh, he should have had Rix as well. Rix down to 9 HP, but that was a great play from Fox. And look, we just mentioned how Assailant's got to be getting frustrated. Round after round, he's getting taken down with his AWP, and he was in good position there, and his teammates just didn't let him know that that was coming. Zek, there's a strong angle here.
Ooh.
Should have been able to take that double kill. They almost lined up.
Robin just destroyed him.
Yeah, instead, Robin, a nice shot from him. The 2K on the round, and Sidoff just sitting in vents, caught with his pants down. Unfortunately, Sin drops in and connects on the headshot. So,
yeah, that's that aim we were talking about that Rhythm has. That raw fragging ability. That's where it comes into play right there.
There's a mild bit of its fragging ability and its intuition. It's knowing where they're going to be. You know, you play the game long enough, you learn how your opponent is going to play. Especially halfway through a game against a team you've played before, you really start to learn how they're playing the map, and you know to expect things. So like you saw, I believe it was Sin just waiting for Toy to push outside because he's been doing it over and over and over again. He just held that angle, and sure enough, he came. You kind of just learn how your opponent plays, and that's what you're seeing right now with Rhythm. They've figured out Vex's defense, and Vex is really struggling here. As Robin starts things out, taking down Zek early in the round with the headshot from his AK. It's a 4-on-5, and you see multiple swags, a FAMAS, and a Scout. Really weak buy here from Vex, but they're doing what they can, as this is the final round of the first half. Either way you slice it, 8-7 for them or 7-8, not really a healthy half for CT on Nuke.
Oh, wow. Toy still got him.
Toy with the double kill. Oh, my goodness. I was told coming into this match. Yeah, I was told coming into this match that Toy was a very solid player.
He's a huge impact player this match. Wow. That might win them this round now.
So that swag play from Toy, unfortunately, comes in the last round.
Oh, my God.
So they do win
won on that round.
They do win on the back of Toy there with the 3K, but unfortunately came at the last round. He had 2 swag kills. That would have been $1,800. That would have been huge if it had come about 2 rounds earlier. Really would have helped out the economy of Vex. Nonetheless, they take the win in the first half, 8-7. So coming into the second half here, we're gonna take just I think a short break as we wait for these players to ready up. I'm not sure if they're gonna take a little bit of a delay here. It looks like they're actually going to get right into things, so forget that I said that. They are ready to go.
Yeah, just a little recap here. I mean, like we were saying early on, pistol rounds are huge. You know, starting CT side's huge, but momentum. I mean, if you have momentum on this map, you can easily take a bunch of rounds and string them together, just like Rhythm did. And I really feel like the start of this half is going to dictate the outcome of this match. So this pistol round's huge.
Yeah, I agree. If Rhythm wins this, I can see them taking the map. I can see them taking it by a large margin, maybe even 16-8. But if Vex wins this, it's going to be a closer game. I don't know who wins if Vex takes this. It could still go either way, but I could see if Vex takes this, it's probably more like a 16-12 or up scoreline, maybe 16-14. I'm not sure who that goes in favor of, but nonetheless, you do see Vex going for that inner execution, just brute forcing out of Hut and Squeaky Door. And Sidoff does find one. That's Fabulous, but Fabulous had already taken down Zach. Robin drops Stan Jesus. Toy taking down Robin. Rick's taking Fox. Sidoff dropping Assailant. The trades are going back and forth here. It's all down to Toy in a 1-on-2. Rick's with the 2K. Coming up big for his team, but Sin and Rick's both near full HP.
He went lower.
He's going to get that plant. That's going to help their economy. It's whether or not he can hold this off. And if he could have dropped Sin there, that would have been big because the stack up prevented him from getting fired on by multiple.
Toxic, he can easily win this.
This is wise play here. Sin does have a kit. And Rick's with body armor. It looks like Sin's going to stick it, and I don't know if he's prepared for this. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, my goodness, the clutch from Toy. What a round.
Toy, like we were saying just the last round, Toy is impacting this match so much. It's ridiculous. The play he just made there, for anyone watching, that's what you do in that situation. You know where the last 2 players are, you have the bomb, you go to the other bomb site, you plant immediately, and you isolate them. And he played that perfectly. And he also played that post plant perfectly.
You can see the chat is blowing up right now as they just caught that last kill from Toy, that 2v1. Quite a round from him. Interesting choice from him this round. He's picking up the UMP. Not really sure why. He should have a lot of money. You see he's sitting on 2,000. Maybe he's going for that alt buy.
I think he gets more money when you get SMG kill, though. I think that's how it works. That's why he probably did it.
Now, I'm wondering, because of the CZ change, there was a lot of teams who would rock the CZ armor buy. I'm wondering if that's going to change to not even armor anymore. I'm not sure, because the CZ armor was strong because you actually had a decent chance of taking down a target. I don't know if you're going to see teams opting for a 5.7 or Deagle armor buy.
Alright, I guess we'll have to see how people adapt to that change.
Stan Jesus, though, starting things out for Vex. He is down to 2 HP as they push outside with those Galils in hand. Stan should get taken down here, and he does. Rick's peeking from heaven, drops him. There's a man behind red box. That is Assailant. If they don't peek, he could do lots of damage. Unfortunately, Fox spots him out with the MAC-10.
Oh, they're boosting. That's a smart play.
This is something I expected to see from Vex more often, is like better team play, like kind of strange execution stuff. This is what they did as mobility. But Rick's strong position does take down Zach. He's going to let his team know there's a man up in heaven.
I don't think they know he's in hot right. Oh, they smoked it out. That's such a smart play.
Fobless is sitting inside that smoke. I still don't think he's been spotted out. Fox might have seen him. And he is going to take the bomb down here. He's going to get sprayed down to 72 HP for his troubles. But it's
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness, what has happened there? Oh my... What?
What? Oh, who was that with the Galil that just stared at a player looking the other way? Who was that with the Galil?
I have no idea.
I think it was Sidoff. He just... Oh my god, what was he doing?
What
I think he
just
thought
happened?
that. I think he thought that the player on the other team was his teammate or something.
Oh my god. Fobless saying in chat he thought he was in lobby, so he was backing out of the smoke. So he walked out backwards, turned around, and pulled the 180 double tap and dropped both of those players. That's a huge loss for Vex, and that could be the epitome of this second half. We'll see what happens here, as Vex is going to be forced to double eco now unless they can win this round. Wow, I'm still at a loss.
I'm so laughing in real life. That's hilarious.
I think he only had like 3 HP after that, too. He barely made it out of there alive.
Oh my god, dude, that's crazy.
You do see the smokes raining out on outside, though, for Vex. They're going for the execution. Unfortunately, they didn't get a full cover here, so they might have to pop another one if they're planning on taking Secret. Stan puts a smoke right at the mouth of A, but he gets dropped by Robin. Zek taking down Robin. Toy takes down Fobless. Rick's getting 2 there and gets a 3rd as well. Stanley coming in to polish things off. I'm still at a loss as I'm trying to figure out what happened in that round. I know it's now 2 rounds behind us, but still, or not 2 rounds, 1 whole round. But I mean, I just don't understand how they didn't get that plant there. You can see what that's done to them. Unfortunately, they're gonna go for a force buy here. They're a little bit weak. They got a couple players not really able to buy, but you can see Toy was able to pick up that AK because he bought the UMP, and I believe Fox had an SMG the second round as well. I think he had the MAC-10. So both of them were rich enough to get the AKs, but the rest of the team is pretty broke. Zek picking up the Scout, Stan with the P250, and Sidoff with the UMP himself.
Looks like they're setting up for some outside smokes. I think they're gonna either fake outside or... Oh, I think they're gonna take it.
I think that right now Vex is hoping they can get a couple picks, maybe get a rifle for Stan, and then really break the economy for Rhythm, which would give them 2 more rounds. Assailant says that's not going to happen, though, and he drops 2, and Rix drops another. That's Zek down. Stan Jesus gets the only kill on the round. The man with the pistol, everyone else had rifles. He dropped Sin, but Robin takes down Sidoff, and Rix drops Jesus at the end. And you can see that Rhythm again.
Wow, they're money fucked.
You could see, that was the whole. They put so much in that round.
Yeah.
It was after losing an eco after winning the pistol. They shouldn't really have bought there. They should have been on a second eco round, and they opted for that buy because of what they had purchased in their first buy round.
Well, if they won that, the other team would have been money fucked.
Exactly.
So
they were really trying to cripple
work
Rhythm.
In their favor.
But unfortunately, they already had full rifle buy on Rhythm, so the setup that they had wasn't ideal, and it just didn't work out.
Oh.
Fobless starting things out for the CTs, drops Jesus, drops it off, drops Fox, finally gets taken down by a Toy, so the 3K for him. Nice work from
got that many
Fobless.
kills. That's poor trading right there. He should have never got that many kills.
Yeah, you can see this is just all falling apart for Vex right now. As Robin takes down Zek, the last man standing is Toy. He's got 27 HP and a P250 bomb in hand.
He can
but
do
he
it. He's one guy.
Yeah, if anyone was going to do it, it would be him. We saw what he did in pistol round. But again, you know, that's the only round they've won, and it was really on all of his hard work. You know, he had that 2K at the end there to save them in pistol, and it was a combination of good work and luck. Nonetheless, he's going to be pushing towards ramp here with that bomb and an M4, and he's trying to get that kill on Sin, but Rix comes in and finishes him off. So we're looking at 11-9 coming into round number 21. Vex really needs to put something together here, or it's going to get out of control quick, and we could be seeing a 16-9.
Yeah, this round is huge right now. I mean, what happened there just gave so much more momentum, like we were saying, back to rhythm, and now look at them taking the lead.
Yeah, and you can see it. Assailant, I think, for like maybe one of the first times this game has been able to hold on to his AWP for multiple rounds, which could be huge. You know, obviously AWPing from CT side is a little bit easier than AWPing from T side, as he is going to be in that garage, but still, that's going to be a big factor in the second half, as Assailant with his AWP can be quite dominant, especially on a map like Nuke.
Oh, he's got a pick coming out right now. Let's watch him. Oh, you missed it.
Yeah,
a good
Toy
peek by the guy in Twinkie.
Toy was going for those shoulder peeks there, and he did manage to avoid the AWP shot. He's going to let his team know that there's a man there, right behind Red Box. He peeks him again.
He's doing a jiggle peek. It's a smart peek. It's harder to get the pick. Oh, Zach.
Assailant, though, says, oh, well, you know, you're going to do that. I'll just spot out Zek instead. And Rick's dropping sit off. So, just like that, it's a 5-on-3 here in round number 21. Toy's still on Twinkie here. He's going for that peek. He knows Rix is boosted, or is he on the balcony outside. Fox takes him down. He's going to let his team know that there's also another man outside with the AWP. That's Assailant, who's down to 68 HP. It's a 4-on-3 right now. Fox with that AWP has 5 HP. We'll see what he can do. If he can find a shot here, he might be able to open things up. But it's going to be quite difficult.
We're going to work towards the ramp here and try and get that opener. Is the ramp? Oh, I think he's already rotated lower. Sinus.
Yeah, he's already sitting in lower. He's sitting right at the foot of the ramp in B. But it looks like they're going to actually make a play towards Hell, and that's not going to go the way they expected, as Robin drops one and Stan. Fablo's taking down Fox, but Toy spotted out Robin. Yeah, and you can see time. We talked about this in the first half. They only had about 10 seconds left after they got that kill. Even if there was no one inside sight, he would never been able to get the plant off.
Yeah, and to recap there, what was going on outside, Toy actually played that really smart. He was doing what's called shoulder peeking, jiggle peeking from Twinkie, giving the position away of that opera, which is the Assailant, and his teammate that actually peeked outside peeked before the smoke bloomed and gave himself basically to the opposing team and gave them the entry because he didn't wait for that smoke to pop, so Assailant saw him and just picked them off.
Yeah, he was basically employing what you see a lot of pro teams do, and it did work. But unfortunately, they weren't able to spot him out with their AWP. And speaking of that AWP, there's Assailant again taking down Zek. So it looks like the roles have reversed here in the second half.
Down. Yeah, he's shutting outside down.
Zek did have the better half in the first half, taking down Assailant. Stan Jesus pushing into Hell here, takes down Rix, but Assailant with the AWP connecting onto him. Toy drops Sin, so it's a 3-on-3 now, and the T's do have control of the ramp. And they're pushing into Hell, trying to spot out Assailant, who does have that AWP peeking down towards the bottom of ramp here. This will be a big kill. If they get this kill here, this really opens things up for them because it gives them the option to push the upper side or the lower. And Fox with a nice play there, sneaking around the corner. Does manage to take him out.
Oh my god, if they get Robin.
Ooh.
P90 power on D-Nuke. Good luck with that.
So Robin with that Pro 90 does manage to take one down. It's a 2-on-2 here. Fabulous is already down in lower, pushing his way towards window room here. Oh, and he's going to be able to spot this bomb out.
No smoke. They're screwed.
Toy, the last man standing, it's a 1v1. If it was going to come down to anyone, we've said it before, it would come down to him. Fabulous and Toy.
Reposition, plays his bomb, he's playing it smart.
Look at Toy, he knows that man's in vents.
Oh
my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh!
I thought for a second they didn't spot each other and they were going to play that silo tango.
Oh no.
Nonetheless, Toy does get dropped.
He could have won that if he just looked the other way. This is so unfortunate for Vex. This has happened to them again. He looked the wrong way and he just that's so horrible.
And watching the Twitch stream here with the delay, I was able to see that Fabulous did spot him out because I was on the eyes of Toy. So Fabless spotted him out, so he knew he was there. So the only way that Toy would have been able to get that is if he just had that lined up already before Fabless had peaked. So the bomb plant's going to give them some decent money plus the loss bonus.
Yeah, they needed that.
They're going to be able to get a full, at least close to a full buy, not full nades, but smokes and flashes, which are important on Nuke. And we do see a man just rushing outside. That is Stan. He's just got balls of steel. What a maniac. Pushing straight into Secret Door.
Oh my, he might win on this round, actually.
I think he's just frustrated, and he's just saying, you know what, if you guys aren't going to win the round, I'm going to try and do it myself. He pushes all the way up behind Vents at lower.
Well, now they're playing the guessing game. They don't know what he's doing lower.
Yeah.
Now that's what happened to Sin, because he wasn't sure where he was, and Toy got him in the back.
He was afraid of that pinch. He couldn't push into the site because he doesn't know where that man's going to be sitting. He could be in Vents.
RGN is perfect.
He could be in
right
window.
Now.
Rix, though, strong position in Toxic, takes down one, but gets traded out quickly by Toy. Fabless drops Stan Jesus. It's a 3-on-3, and Fox with a wonderful headshot. Sidoff takes down Robin, and Assailant now the last man standing. He's over by the door by window room with that op, and I don't know what he's going to do here. It looks like he might just try and save it.
I would save that, yeah.
Now,
he's got nades and a 5-7, I would definitely save that.
Yeah, and not only that, look, if you look at the team's economy, he can buy, Fabless can buy, Rix and Robin can buy, but Sin's going to be pretty broke because Sin picked up that Scar 20 that round, and I think he only got 1 kill. You can see Fox is the man that's found that. I hope Fox throws that away because as a T, the Scar 20 is pretty useless. Really difficult to push
outside or ramp.
Yeah, it's difficult to push with the Scar 20. It's easy to hold a spot, but to push, different story. But it looks like he is going to keep it. I mean, it is an expensive gun, does quite a bit of damage. So Vex finally gets a round on the board here. This round is crucial, though. If they lose this round, it's pretty much game over because their economy is going to be so broken. You can see they're still not sitting that great. Fox, the only one with decent money. He's at 2,600. If they lose this round, that's, in my opinion, that's it. On the other side, if Rhythm loses this round, they're going to be on an eco, and Vex could start a comeback.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Let's see what they're doing.
Very crucial round here in round 24.
Oh, come on, Fox.
Robin, though, starting things out, does take down Fox, so there's that Scar 20 we just talked about.
Yeah, I don't know. He was playing that like he had an AK or something. I don't know what that was.
Zek, though, does pick up that Scar 20. Stan Jesus taking down Assailant. It's now a 4-on-4. Plenty of time left here for the T's to decide where they're going to go. They got 1 minute and 5 seconds left. Robin at 20 HP and Sin at 51. Stan Jesus is lit, though. He's down at 17. And it looks like they have a strong hold on upper here. Fabless behind Silo, Rix in heaven, and Robin just outside of Mini. So really the strong push here would be towards ramp. As Sin's the only man standing, and he's 25 HP.
They got that auto on ramp. They can get him.
Looks like Sin Wisely is going to fall down into sight. Rix, though, with the Fama spray, connects on the sit-off. So things going well here for Rhythm in round number 24. We said it earlier, this round is crucial for either team. Whoever wins this pretty much is going to win a couple rounds here. As Fabless drops Stan Jesus, Vex, or Zek for that matter, takes down Robin with the Scar 20. Sin dropping Toy, so the Scar 20 man in Zek.
It's gotta, yeah, it's just going to go up, I think.
He doesn't even have time to plant there. I think he's just going to try and get out of there.
He might be able to make it. If he just drops. Well, no.
And he does lose the Scar 20 and put it back in their hands. If they're wise enough to pick it up, I don't know if they realize he had it up, and Rix does find it. So, coming into round 25 here, Rhythm's going to be staring down an eco yet again. I really don't see this going the way of Vex Gaming anymore. I think a realistic scoreline is going to be 16-10 here.
Yeah, you never know, though. You know, it's CS Joe, man.
This is very true. Things can happen here, the ego rounds in this game. And look at this. Vex is going for that buy right now. They're not playing for the tie. They're playing for the win.
Point. Oh, yeah.
So that's somewhat risky, but could be huge because, again, even though last round worked out for Rhythm, a loss here would probably put them in a similar situation as they figured they'd be facing an eco. They went with a heavy buy. Fabless, though, does drop Toy early in the round in Hut. Starting things out strong for Rhythm. Sidoff spotted out by Rix, who was outside on the balcony, and it does seem like it's not working out here, this force buy. Fox at 15 HP, Stan, Jesus, and Zek still full, but not sure where they're going to go here. It's something we haven't really talked about. Is there's some maps where a 5-on-3 is doable to get the plant. Rix taking down Fox there on Marshmallow. But Nuke is not really one of those maps, in my opinion. When you want to take a site on Nuke, you pretty much need your full 5. It's very difficult to take a site with any less than 4. It's pretty hard, especially if you're facing 5 CTs.
Well, it really depends how they're playing the bomb site, though. If you have 2 players and they're playing 2 defenders in that bomb site, it's a 2v2 if you think about it.
Very true, very true.
Oh yeah, he's screwed.
Yeah, Zek's the only man standing. Whoa! What a shot there!
What?
The little flick of the wrist does drop Assailant, but
oh my God.
a little bit too late here. As
CS Joe.
Match point for them. Yeah, that was
oh man, that's
that
great
shot.
though. This is a good match. I'm not gonna lie. Just watching this. This is like this is awesome. Some really crazy plays going on here.
I see chat blowing up with Vac. The accusations are real.
Oh jeez, vacation time.
Unfortunately, that's you know, something that I really hate about what happened with the whole Vac ban is that now anytime a decent play is made, it's going to be called out as cheats.
Sound opens up.
Starting things out with the AWP, Robin and Sin both combining for kills there. So far, the only one down for the CTs is Fobless. It's a 2-on-4, and Toy is taken down by Robin. So they're already calling it GG. Bomb is down outside. Fox with the M4 stuck in hut here. He's probably going to get pinched off as they just try to wrap in from all sides. He does spot Ricks out in rafters. And he goes for that CZ. Doesn't even get it out in time due to the ridiculous changes. And Sin takes him down. So I kind of thought that Rhythm was going to take this, doing the match analysis for this game, but I didn't think it would be so back and forth crazy. I mean, the first half, 8-7, that was a very strong half for Rhythm. I actually thought that it would be a more CT-sided half there in the first half, that Rhythm would maybe get 5-6 rounds and then just have a really strong CT side. Instead, you saw both teams playing a T side that kind of worked a little bit. Vex never really got a chance to get things going. They just couldn't build the tempo that they wanted to, and they did get taken down. So that's going to be it for us tonight. I do believe that was Vex losing to Rhythm 16-10 on Nuke in the lower bracket semifinals. So Rhythm is going to face off against, I think, Lunatic, who lost the match against Mousespaz earlier in the lower bracket finals, and then the winner of that will face Mousespaz in the grand finals. So quite impressive CS tonight. I have had a lot of fun casting it. I hope you guys had fun too. Ninja, is there anything you'd like to say before we hop off?
No, I'd just like to say thank you for having me. Great match, you know, well played by both teams. It was a roller coaster ride. You know, don't walk out of that match, you know, even if you're on Vex Gaming, you know, with your head down, just, you know, keep your head up. You know, that was well played. There were some rounds that went against you as far as luck is concerned, but really nice comeback too by Rhythm. You know, they got their stuff together, and that was a great match overall, and I look forward to seeing how the rest of this tournament plays out, and thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad you were able to fill in for us as we were having a little bit of trouble finding a second caster here, so thank you so much for that. And to all of you out there, thank you for supporting us. If you really want to support us, if you guys want to get in this, we are going to be in the Mumble, hanging out, talking to each other. That is something that we will give info out to for the subscribers. So if you want to hit that subscribe button, it would really help us out, help support the channel, help support the stream, and we will give you that Mumble information. You can come in and hang out with us. But until next time, take it easy, guys.